I scoured the internet for the most unhinged laptop desk setups, and today we are going to steal the best ideas from each one to make the greatest laptop setup of all time. Dude, that's so cool. Either that or the most ridiculous one. I don't know, we'll find out. We're gonna start off by testing the viral upside down laptop setup, but I'm a little nervous for this because we're not using just any old laptop for these tests. No, we're using arguably the single most powerful gaming laptop, the HyperX OMEN MAX 16. It has an Intel Core Ultra 9 290HX Plus and up to an RTX 5090, all packaged with a 240Hz OLED display that has a 0.2 millisecond response time. It's quite literally the most powerful gaming laptop that I've ever gotten my hands on. So let's turn it upside down and hope we don't break it. Now, unlike the previous version of this laptop, this one has access to a whopping 300 watts of total platform power, in addition to the new Intel chips promising improved performance with a longer battery life. Okay, so now we have this setup, which does feel, fairly sturdy. Let's give this a very quick test run. Okay, it has not fallen yet. This is kind of a vibe, let me tell you. Okay, the next step is to flip the display so we can actually read it right side up. I swear there used to be a shortcut for this. Control-Alt down? Oh, Control-Alt sideways? No? All right, I guess we gotta go in here to display orientation and change landscape to landscape flipped. Oh, it's always so hard to press the keep changes button after it's flipped. I was a little worried that these hinges were gonna fail due to holding the weight of the entire computer in this orientation, but this is feeling surprisingly sturdy. How that'll play out long term? I don't really know, but for the short term, this is looking pretty cool. We do need to, in fact, grab some extra peripherals. So let's go ahead and grab a mouse and a keyboard. Now, a clear benefit of this upside down setup is that it frees up your desk and lifts the display to a more natural viewing position. And let me tell you, I can't believe how good laptop displays have gotten. Like 240Hz OLED almost feels too smooth. Although a clear downside of this setup is that we're not really taking advantage of this RGB keyboard. Now, we could go into Omen Gaming Hub and open up a light studio, which would let us customize every single key. But let's just cycle through and find a pattern that looks cool. Ooh, the matrix one. Okay, the fact it's going upwards instead of downwards, that's pretty neat. Now, whenever I see someone add an ultrawide to their laptop setup, I think, man, that's really cool. But also, is it being bottlenecked by the system? Now, if there's any laptop that can actually handle a high refresh ultra-wide display, it's definitely gonna be our HyperX OMEN MAX 16 here. Because if a literal 5090 can't handle this, well, I'm not sure what can. But all right, let's add an ultra-wide to our setup. Is there even room for this over here? I really don't know. Oh wait, I'm stuck. I've trapped myself. Oh no. Oh, jeez. Okay, I'm free. We need to actually take this off so we can tighten it. Go ahead and give it a little turn. Yeah. Hey, there we go. All right, now it's not falling. Add our laptop back to the party. Now, conveniently, there is an HDMI output port right in this laptop. So let's just plug this in right there. Oh, fantastic. Now we have added an ultra-wide to our laptop gaming setup. We're gonna bump this ultra-wide all the way up to 144 Hertz as well. Okay, yeah, this is gonna be pretty fun. Having a second display also makes it easier to multitask, so we should be able to start pushing this laptop to its actual limit. We'll start by playing some games on this monitor while actively recording in OBS over here. The more programs we have open simultaneously just means our Intel Core Ultra 9 290HX Plus needs to work that much harder. So let's see what kind of performance we can squeeze out of it, shall we? This is feeling pretty smooth so far. Let's get into some action though. Oh, let's go. Did it res off? Nope. All right, we're on the platform, doing our job. Oh no. Swordman! If you told me I was playing off a desktop PC, I would believe you right now. The gameplay was incredibly smooth, all while recording in OBS as well. Too bad I didn't get any good clips. Oh well. You wanna know what the crazy thing is though? The setup's not even at its full potential. Remember how I mentioned this laptop's 300 watt TPP? Well, that's only actually active in unleashed mode, which so far we have not enabled. If we pull up the Omen Gaming Hub and click over to performance control, you can see here we've been chilling at a balanced power mode. But I want all the power, so let's head over to unleashed. Can you feel the power? All right, let's run it back to see if that will improve our game at all. Oh, we got him, nice. Oh, we got two. Did we get a third? We got a third. Oh my gosh, the power's actually helping us. I don't think I can guarantee that you'll win every game with Unleashed mode, but hey, in our small sample size, yeah, it correlates. Now, the more power this laptop generates, the more heat it will naturally produce, which is exactly where this custom box fan laptop cooler setup comes into play. And oh yeah, we're gonna see if we can match this into our existing setup. Now, this laptop does have a vapor chamber within the chassis that honestly covers a ton of the surface area within here. I'll see if I can pull up an exploded view that I was able to see at CES. The cooling is very well thought out, and there's also 3 fans here to help help move air around. Not only that, HyperX and Intel co-engineered the fans to self-clean themselves. Let's see if we can take a look at those. The way this works is pretty cool. So the fans are normally spinning in a certain direction, but to self-clean them, they reverse the direction to help spit out dust and any debris that's caught inside of the fins. I do think it'd be cool to pump like a ton of dust into this laptop to see it visually kick it back out. But also importantly, the self-cleaning never kicks on when the laptop's under heavy load, so you don't have to worry about it like affecting your cooling. Which, speaking of cooling, that's a big fan. More airflow, more cooling, that's the idea, right? Although most of the setups I've seen, you know, obviously everything is sitting flat on the ground. This is the opposite of flat. So do we still put the box fan underneath the laptop, or do we put it behind the laptop? Because that's where the fans are currently exhausting. I feel like we go behind, right? Something like that. I will say it makes the setup look even more ridiculous. We'll find an open slot for that to plug in. Let's open up a game like Apex Legends while also simultaneously recording again in OBS, but this time it's also open DaVinci Resolve, as if we're trying to like edit our montage together. A pretty extreme use case of gaming and recording and editing all at the same time, but honestly, you know, not super unrealistic. It'll also help put our components under heavy load, so we can measure the temperature here and see what happens when we turn on the box fan. All right, let's go ahead and start a game and upload some files to our editing program. We did just record all of those clips from the finals, so let's import those. And now let's go ahead and flip on our box fan. We'll keep an eye on the CPU and GPU temperature over the course of our game. But I do feel like our setup is just getting more and more ridiculous, which was kind of the goal of this, you know? Let's see if we can get a quick dub in Apex, huh? Oh, 1 for 1. Help him out. Nice. Oh, we went 1 for 1 again. During my death timer, I can just go over and start clipping out my edit. All right, perfect, perfect. I feel like I had a couple good shots in here. It is actually pretty wild to me that you can do all of this at the same time with a laptop. Okay, well. Now specifically regarding the box fan here, after running a handful of Cyberpunk benchmarks, I learned 2 things. First, this setup pumps out over 70 FPS at high quality settings on a dual quad HD ultra wide, but the box fan really doesn't add any noticeable improvement in this orientation. The frames and the temps are pretty much exactly the same with or without. Turns out the box fan isn't doing too much, which is fair because this laptop already has really, really good cooling. That said, we're leaving it because I kind of like the breeze that it gives. For as much multitasking that we've been throwing at this setup is performing surprisingly well. I mean, we're kind of doing everything that I would normally do on a desktop PC, and it's all smooth on a laptop. There's even another enhancement we can make with this setup with OMEN AI, which automatically configures your hardware, operating system, and game settings to optimize performance. It doesn't work with every single game yet, but this list is growing over time. And so for Apex Legends, for example, we can just click optimize and boom, last optimized today. Now the next 2 laptop setups to replicate will actually take us outside of this studio because they lean into the more portable side of laptops. But I don't really want to disturb this perfect setup that we have brewing up here. So instead, let's introduce a new laptop to play with. This is the HyperX OMEN 15, a more entry-level gaming laptop compared to our OMEN MAX 16. This one's rocking an Intel Core Ultra 7 255HX plus up to an RTX 5060. It is a bit smaller and lighter than our other laptop here, which is honestly perfect because we need to take this on the road, literally. Now these laptops have always benefited from being extremely portable, but I'm not sure I've ever fully taken advantage of them like with this harness. No, I didn't think I would trust this harness this much, but like, it's not even strapped in. It just feels so balanced. This HyperX OMEN 15 is a bit more appealing to me for light gaming and productivity on the go. Form factor wise, it's a bit easier to lug around while still being able to do those tasks. It would be a bit difficult to game with this setup though, because I don't have a space for a mouse. Although, can you imagine getting out-fragged by someone who's just casually walking around like this, gaming? That'd be crazy. But that said, you could reply to emails or do work while walking around with this bad boy. And actually, unlike the HyperX OMEN MAX 16, the 15 here has an 8K polling keyboard inside of a laptop. So all you typists out there, that's pretty solid. But okay, the whole point of walking this out here was to get to my car. A laptop gaming setup inside of your car doesn't really feel all that ideal unless you have one of these. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see if this is even viable at all. Whoa, okay. You can adjust the width of the bracket to match your steering wheel, which hangs just like that. And then you can pop out these little clips right here and here for the laptop to actually catch on to. Now, hypothetically, we just rest this. Wait, this is actually kind of sick. Is it gonna stay? I feel like it's gonna collapse. Okay, no, there we go. I do think we need to lower these bars so it's not quite up as high. Let's see if we can play a driving game. Assetto Corsa. Oh baby, we're driving a car in our car. That's so cool. I mean, objectively, this is a lot better experience than just trying to use a laptop on your lap, oh God, inside of your car. Again, the elevated viewing angle makes this a lot nicer on your neck. Plus, the heat from the laptop isn't just directly on your lap. This is legitimately a pretty nice setup. Like if I was in my car a lot for work and just wanted to, quickly set up a gaming setup, this is what I would do. It's actually amazing to me how you can get these high quality gaming sessions almost anywhere you go now. I feel like the only constraint these days is your imagination. But the question now is, how do we integrate this into our studio laptop setup? Well, I have an idea. Might be silly, but it's definitely an idea. Because if this mobile setup just requires a wheel for this laptop to sit on top of, well, why don't we just add a wheel to our desk setup? Is this insane? I mean, probably. I do have this Moza racing sim wheel, which we can just clamp to the front of our desk here. So now, okay, now we're getting somewhere. If we add our steering wheel laptop stand on this steering wheel, we have now combined the most ridiculous parts of each of these setups. And I feel like for a good measure, we have to set up the rest of this racing sim into this laptop so we can connect it here and then put the other laptop on top of it. So we'll set these pedals down here and then plug our pedals into there and put the other end into our upside down laptop. This setup is actually getting so ridiculous, it's hard to capture on camera. Oh yeah, our wheel is connected. Dude, this is so cool. I've never really thought about setting up a racing sim to a laptop. Couldn't you make like a portable racing sim that way? Okay, I mean, that's pretty cool. So with our upside down HyperX OMEN MAX 16 with a box fan behind it, connected to an ultrawide with a steering wheel connected to that setup, we can now add the HyperX OMEN 15 onto our steering wheel, giving us undoubtedly the greatest laptop gaming setup of all time. Or is it just the most ridiculous? I don't know, you tell me. But the fact we can use this laptop to turn the wheel on screen, dude, that's so cool. So if I just floor it down here, all right, we're flooring it in game, driving with our laptop. The force feedback is actually really hard to turn on this too. And the funny thing is, like, yeah, this is really silly, but it's also by far the most powerful laptop gaming setup that I've ever assembled. In fact, it's far more powerful than many of the desktops I've put together in this studio. What an experience, man. The thing is, if you crash in the virtual game, your real life laptop might get tossed off. So there are real life consequences. Oh no, whoa, oh my gosh, that just almost threw the laptop off. That's the one thing, it's not like super securely attached. You can see that this bracket is just kind of, it's gonna fall off if that flips all the way upside down. Oh my gosh, there are some small bugs with the setup. Although that said, I'm really happy with how this setup came together. Not only were we able to combine the best aspects of some of these unhinged setups, but it resulted in something that is equally as powerful as it is ridiculous. And that's an awesome combination. This is actually one of the most ridiculous setups I think I've ever put together. You can really practice your multitasking of driving and sending emails at the exact same time, which you shouldn't do. Be safe out there. Please let me know if you think we could add any other crazy stuff to this laptop gaming setup. Honestly, I think it's pretty insane as it is. Both of these laptops also benefit quite a bit from the built-in NPUs inside of the Intel chips. And even if you don't think you're using a lot of AI-specific tasks, it's kind of baked into the background of a lot of things now. So the performance of these laptops will benefit from those tasks being offloaded to the NPU, essentially freeing up your CPU and GPU to do things like this. I do also want to take a moment to give a huge thank you to HyperX and Intel for sending out these laptops and for sponsoring this video. I've been using HyperX and OMEN laptops as my personal laptops for the better part of like 3 years now, so safe to say I'm a big fan of their build quality and their performance. So if you're looking for a single laptop that can do everything, you should check out the HyperX OMEN MAX 16. And if you're looking for more entry-level gaming and productivity, you should check out the HyperX OMEN 15. Both of these laptops are stellar, so I'll leave some information about them in the description down below. But with that, thank you so much for following along with this ridiculous laptop setup. I've been mryeester, your tech tinkerer, and I will catch you in the next one. Oh yeah.